Suddenlink, in partnership with Dave Campbell's Texas Football, believe in great connectivity and supporting each community it serves. And that's why we've teamed up for the second consecutive year to present the Dave Campbell's Community Connector School Program presented by Suddenlink. This fall, 10 schools will be spotlighted, and at the end of the season, it will be up to communities to rally the vote to get their school named the Community Connection School of the Year and a chance to receive a $2,500 donation thanks to the support of Suddenlink. Today, we are proud to spotlight our Community Connection School of the Week, Tyler High School, and the recipient of our Community Connector Award, Joe Thompson. Joe has been selected to receive this nomination for all of his hard work, dedication, and service to the Tyler community. Joining us to celebrate Joe, we have the principal of Tyler High School, Claude Lane, the district athletic director for Tyler ISD, Greg Priest, athletic coordinator and head football coach of the Tyler Lions, Rickland Holmes. And joining us on behalf of Suddenlink is regional vice president at Altice USA, Mike Petty, and market engagement specialist at Suddenlink, Kurt Allison. Now, Joe, you've been serving the Tyler community now for almost 2 decades. In addition to running your own tire shop, you help run the most successful youth program there in the city. You get to mentor and teach and coach kids from 5 to 12 years old. And in addition to all that, you show up every Friday night and you inflate the Lions tunnel. And I'm sure I'm missing a ton of the great stuff that you do. But Joe, tell us what your reaction was when you found out you were selected to receive the Community Connector Award, and what motivates you to get involved in the Tyler community?
Well, it was a big honor to receive it. I see a lot of Dave Campbell. I see a lot of our kids in it, and keep up with them throughout the years, and cheerleaders that we take care of. And it was a big honor. It was surprising to me when y'all called me and asked me about doing the thing. And my thing is, I love doing it. My family, and thanks to the Tyler Line organization who invited me over this thing many years ago. And we reach out to kids from anybody. It don't matter. We don't turn down no kids and cheerleaders. And we have had a great season. And throughout this last few years, due to what's going on this year, we did not run it because we're concerned about the safety of kids. But I love doing it. My wife, my kid, my whole family supports me in this thing. Like I said, if it weren't for that, I don't know, I think I'll be kicked to the curb sometime, but they out there with me day and night with this thing, and I have a good organization, for people who help run Tyler Line organization. Coach Stan Traylor, that guy, he's behind the scene person who does all the work that I don't want to fool with, and I do the other. And so that's what I like to do for these kids is give back to them. And we got kids at Tyler High, at Lee, and All Saint. We got kids throughout everywhere just through the Tyler Line organization, and they come back and give back to us. I didn't get to coach Greg Ward. I got to play against him. That was a good thing. He was with the Ravens back then, and that young man, he stopped by my shop and speak to us and, still buy stuff from me. So that's been a big blessing on him and Ty. They come back, and that's what it's all about, coming back to the community. And that what inspires me to move forward, too, for these kids coming back.
And Coach Holmes, Joe obviously means a ton to the Lions program. Tell us a little bit about the example that he's had on your kids and why you felt he was most deserving to receive the Community Connector Award.
Well, first of all, I've been knowing Joe since I played Pop Warner football. So to be around him and to see him continuously do and pour into our young men like he poured into us to get them not only ready to play football at Tyler High School or the other surrounding schools in Tyler, but to get ready for life and to understand that the game of football is bigger than just winning and losing. It's about getting prepared to be a great husband, a great father, a great provider, somebody who's going to be a part of the community that you can be proud of, that you can look forward to helping you better not only the community that you live in, but yourself also. So for him to get this honor, it's a great deal, not only for him, but for the Tyler community and the Lions community.
And Coach Priest, you've heard all the great things that Coach Holmes has said about Joe and the impact that he's had on the Tyler community. Why is it so important to have the community support of folks like Joe volunteering to help out your students throughout the course of the season and the school year?
Well, I think, first I just want to thank Joe for all his hard work and effort with working with our kids. But it's just important because, there are very few people that are willing to give up their time to be able to do this. And, we just need more people like that can be a mentor, that can that are willing to work with our kids just to set them and put them on a path to get them ready for the years to come. And I think so. We just, I just appreciate everything that he's done, and because we desperately need more people like him in our community to help our young kids.
And we are so grateful to have the support of Suddenlink, and we have Mike and Kurt here to join us. Mike, we all know how great the Texas high school football product is, but we also know how important it is to have community support. I'm interested to hear from you why it was so important for Suddenlink to partner with Dave Campbell's Texas Football to spotlight Texas high school communities, and how special is it for you to see a school and a community like Tyler High School, a community that you guys serve each and every day, receive a recognition like this?
Yeah, you bet. We chose to recognize Tyler because it is a very important market to us. It's one of our largest markets. We have a lot of employees that work out of Tyler. At Suddenlink, we are proud of the fine work that the Tyler High administration, staff, teachers, and individuals like Joe are doing with and for the coaches, the students, the athletes. Joe, you're very special and high value. Your selfless work and investment into the community, the kids, all the parents that have kids in your program, all to the benefit of others. Now that's inspiring. At Suddenlink's core, we too believe it's important to invest in the communities that we serve, and is why we are sponsoring the Community Connection Award. So Joe, thank you for all you do for your community, and congratulations.
Joe, I can't iterate enough. Just what you do in the community is so much more than just Tyler High School. What you're doing with those students ages 5 to 12 and getting them involved, not only in emphasizing their education, but they're starting them on that pathway to be on a team and to work together with others. It's amazing. Congratulations for your work. And from us at Suddenlink, man, we're just excited to highlight Tyler. We know that a lot of our employees and their kids have come through your program, Joe. There's no doubt about it. As well as just that what you do in the community, we're excited about the school and Tyler High School now, and giving you guys this opportunity to compete with 10 other schools across the state. We want to encourage you guys to get together and to vote. We'd love nothing more than to be able to be there and present $2,500 check to your school in your honor, Joe, and for what the students and those people have done. We love bringing recognition to people like you that give back to their communities and that give back to their school. And heck, I've had to inflate one of those big helmets before. That isn't necessarily easy. You got that thing rolled out and laid out the right way. People think that's just hooking up an air blower, but it's more than that. And what's even more important is the way you invest in those students and teach them the value of hard work on the field and off the field. So we appreciate you, and thank you so much, Joe.
And Principal Lane, Tyler High School is a place that has tremendous tradition. I'm interested to hear from you. What does it mean to you to have partners like Suddenlink who are committed to recognizing the community efforts from folks like Joe, not only at Tyler, but across the state of Texas as well?
Well, I'm a longtime Tylerite. I mean, this is year 30 for me in TISD, and I've always valued the partnerships that we have. Joe is no stranger to our community. He's a pillar in the community. I was at one of the feeder schools as principal for almost 24 years. And I will tell you, Joe, that I've seen the impact of your work. My own son actually played the Pop Warner, and I even coached a little bit. I wasn't one of the head coaches, but an assistant. So I know what the volunteers do that's part of your organization. So your question was about volunteers. I mean, I can't tell you the difference it makes on the football field. Watching those 7th graders play, it's always made me laugh a little bit, Coach Holmes, when I see the football coaching team that a varsity squad has versus a 7th grade team or even a Pop Warner team, and kids at this young age don't even know how to put their pads on. And then, and you got 1 or 2 guys, either whether it's Pop Warner or whether it's a guy like Joe or it's a volunteer dad or somebody out there coaching. And obviously football's a lot more intense and technical once you get at that varsity level. But I'm just saying, we could always tell the kids that had come up through your league there, Joe, that we always knew we were going to have a good season when we had that core group of kids. And we've got one of those at Tyler High School, by the way, coming up right now. They just played together for a long time. And, so any coach or any principal, anybody, they're going to want that alignment you know, for, I say back to junior high, but even back to elementary school. So for me personally, it's been a blessing to see the K through 12 experience. I taught in elementary school and at the middle school. Now I'm at the high school, and we cannot make it without our partners. I'm always asked, what's parent involvement look like at Tyler High School? And of course, this year with the pandemic and everything, it's been a little bit harder to have the outreach, but fortunately we've been blessed to have the Friday Night Light events, and Joe and I've already crossed paths on the sidelines a couple of times. So really value what he does. I have done that as a dad as well. And so thank you, Joe. I can't say it enough. Thank you. What a great choice that you guys made.
We appreciate it,
You.
Principal Lane. And
Thank
Coach Holmes, I want to bounce that same question to you. You know, what does it mean to you to have the support of folks like Suddenlink, who are committed to recognizing the community efforts of folks like Joe, not only there at Tyler, but across Texas?
Well, knowing that you have the support from major companies like them to not only help with your program and your needs, but also to help with our student athletes and our students across the board. Knowing that, you know, companies like that not only just care about the big dollars, but they care about the people that they're surrounding themselves with, and understanding that without that community support, they probably wouldn't have the success that they have right now. So big ups to Suddenlink for them supporting us, and also to Dave Campbell for starting this and combining it and bringing all this together to the forefront, especially with everything that's going on with the pandemic and us not knowing what's going to happen, when it's going to happen, and how it's going to happen. So to have something like this to the forefront that's supported by not only Dave Campbell, but Suddenlink, which is a big community provider here in Tyler, Texas. So big ups to everybody.
And Joe, I'm going to give you the final words. Do you have any final words for Mike and Kurt and the folks at Suddenlink?
Hey, I just want to say thank all of you guys, for everybody who put this thing together from heads all the way down. You know, it's been a big blessing, and it's my honor. And I just want to say, everybody, to stay safe, and God bless us all.
On behalf of Dave Campbell's Texas Football and Suddenlink, congratulations again to Tyler High School for being named our Community Connection School of the Week, and to Joe Thompson for receiving the Community Connector Award. In recognition of this, Joe, Suddenlink will be making a $250 donation back to the Tyler program in your name. Thank you for everything that you do for your school and your local community. Tyler High School is now one of 10 schools in the running for the Community Connection School of the Year Award and a chance to receive a $2,500 donation for your school. Voting will take place at the end of the year on TexasFootball.com. And Lions fans, it will be up to you to rally the vote to lift Tyler High School to the top. Thank you again to Principal Lane, Coach Holmes, Coach Priest for joining us to recognize Joe. And last but not least, thank you, Mike, Kurt, and the team at Suddenlink for your support of the Community Connection School program.